Most of you guys are making pulling girls home way too complicated. Taking that girl home shouldn't be so difficult, okay? This isn't some type of sales pitch. She shouldn't need some type of convincing. I'm gonna show you guys in this video why less is more and why you should let your attraction, your game, and your emotional EQ shine through. And instead of trying to use these one-liners to try to get her to your house, all right, fellas? First thing I want to talk about is if it's too difficult, if it's too hard, right? If she needs too much convincing, you're totally doing something backwards, all right? Your game is falling apart way, way early on. She's not emotionally invested. She's not actually attracted to you. She doesn't feel sexy and she doesn't really want to sleep with you. So when you go for these cheesy one liner pulls, right, it never actually works, right? Because she doesn't feel that stuff. She doesn't feel that emotional spark. She doesn't feel sex. She doesn't feel like she wants to sleep with you. Okay, so you actually going for it, it comes off as incongruent and she's almost shocked and surprised. And it's like, oh no, like hell no, this isn't gonna happen, right? And I know a lot of you guys learn from these coaches who would tell you you need to lie, right? You need to give white lies to bring the girl home. Hey, you want to come see my pet turtle, right? Hey, you want to see my balcony? Right? Hey, you want to have like an extra glass of wine? Look at the view from my roof, right? You don't need any of that, guys. What what that inherently tells me is that you guys don't believe you're enough. Okay? No amount of one-liners is going to convince her to come home with you. The work has to be done on the front end. She actually has to want it. All right, guys? And I hear guys telling me this all the time. Brandon, how did you pull that girl home? They see me leaving with girls from the club all the time, or the bar, or anywhere really, on dates. Brandon, how'd you get her home? How'd you get her out of the venue? What did you say? And I always laugh. I think it's the funniest thing because I know when a guy asks me that, he has a lot left in his journey, right? He's just on the front end. Guys, I don't even think about how am I going to get her home. I don't think about needing some line. I don't think about plausible deniability, right? The attraction is so strong, it's a foregone conclusion. She is coming back with me, guys, right? Like you don't want no wishy-washy girl. No, like you want a girl who's fucking down. You want a girl who's down and who's enthusiastic. If she's not enthusiastic, why would you want to bring her home anyway, guys? Think about that. If she's not totally down for you, why would you even want that girl in your house? If anything, you guys are only going to mess it up even further. If she's uncomfortable, right? If you make a move and she's not ready, you're just going to blow it out. That's all you guys are really going to do. But you're so obsessed with trying to get her home, you're missing the forest for the trees. Guys, connection and tension always better than these one-liners, okay? You need to flirt. You need to give her that emotional stimulation, right? She has to be bought in. She has to really like you. She has to want to go home and sleep with you, okay? There's no amount of convincing at the end that's going to get that done if you didn't do the front part right. It should be really easy at the end, guys, okay? I want you to think about it in like sales calls terms. If you guys, you present the product to somebody and at the end you're dealing with a bunch of objections, if that person doesn't believe in the actual product, no amount of objection handling is going to get them to buy. I don't care how good you are at objection handling, okay? You have to get them to really believe in that product and then it's smooth sailing. You shouldn't really have to deal with any objections at the end, fellas. It should be really, really simple. It should be a foregone conclusion that you're going to go home and sleep with her, guys. It's 2025. Girls are more than happy to go home with a guy and sleep with a guy on the first date. They don't need plausible deniability, guys. Get that stuff out of your head. She's done it before. Every girl's done it before. Okay, maybe not with you, but you have to figure out, why has it not been with me? Why are they making me wait? What am I actually doing wrong? All right, guys? It shouldn't be difficult. Guys, the pull should be the easiest part. Everything else, if you're struggling with, I get that, right? But the pull should be super easy, super natural. You literally just lead and she should follow you, guys. That's as simple as I can make it. Boys, thank you for watching the video. If you haven't already, check the pinned comments. I just put out a 5-step free training to show you guys what me and Jesse are actually coaching and teaching. All right, boys? If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and I'll talk to you boys soon.